My life is one huge testimony. A testimony that I don't mind sharing because I feel it will soften the hearts and quicken the spirits of all those who hear it. In these 32 years of my life, I've been through a lot. But the key phrase is, been through. I feel if a person is alive to tell their story, then that's evidence alone that it needs to be heard. So where do I start? I grew up in the 80s, 87 to be exact. Around the time the crack epidemic was sweeping the bottom feeder areas, and unfortunately, my household was hit with the plague. My mom was an addict who ended up dating abusive addicts.
About 2 weeks, don't you think it's about time you gave me my money?
I told you I ain't had your money yet, man.
What you mean you ain't got my money yet?
So me and my brothers were susceptible victims to our environment. But do I blame my mom? Let's just say the older I get, the more I humble myself enough to see things from her lens.
My mother, would you be like how you look, your voice, and your smile, even your scent? For all these years, I wondered about you. I dreamed about you.
The system was cruel to my mom and many other mothers around that time, so a lot of them resorted to drugs to escape reality somewhat. My mom made the decision she saw best at that time with the mindset she was in at that time.
They never do nothing. Yes, I do. I empty the garbage.
You worry about your own shit yourself. You get busy.
Mommy, I'm hungry.
That's too bad. The kitchen is closed.
And I am proud to say that today she is drug-free, married, and getting closer to God each and every day. So as I explain this phase, it's to help those who can relate. I remember going nights without food, man. I remember the living conditions. I remember seeing my mom get beat down by her boyfriends. I remember being hung off a bridge by my fingers when I was little. I remember getting the news that my little sister suffocated in the car. I also remember watching my brother get hit by an old school Cadillac right in my face. I remember being adopted at age 6. And I ended up in an abusive home. That's what I call it, the abusive home.
But I bet I'll get the right one. I took you in when you knocked out mammies through your way. And this is the thanks I get. You ungrateful niggas.
I could still smell the plastic that she had on the couch. Almost 25 years later, and I can still remember the rage my foster mom had in her eyes when she punished us.
No more hangers!
You ever been punished so much that the only love you know is the seconds of rest that your abuser gives you in between the torture?
You know what I think? I just took care of you two for 2 weeks for nothing. I think your mama and daddy left you here for good.
They wouldn't do that.
Keep your mouth shut.
Lean over those.
I remember being locked in closets as a punishment. Sometimes it felt like I was in there for a full day. Extension cords were her favorite weapon of choice. I remember getting beatings, and the previous webs that I have hadn't even healed yet. When I got older and in the Word, the Holy Spirit told me that my foster mom saw my light, or saw His light in me. And because she lacked the Lord's light, she took pleasure in trying to extinguish mine. Me and my brothers will eventually move from that place, and we will be eventually officially adopted. At this point, the events in my life had shredded me, but I knew deep down all I needed was some tender love and care to get me back right again.
Bridget, petition for adoption should be and is granted. We shall hereafter and have all the rights of that. You puppy. I love you, Mom.
I was adopted by Miss Bivens. I came into this new home to see Miss Bivens also being beat on, just like my birth mom did, man. So the trauma I received previously didn't even have enough time to die down in my mental before I was seeing it all again. But I'm proud to say that she overcame that because she is strong. And she taught us to never put our hands on a woman in that fashion. Today she is happily married and seeks the Lord daily. And I love both my moms. And though I have never met my dad, God fills that void in my life as my father. As soon as I joined my new family and became a Bivens, my grandmother passed away. And a similar spirit like the one that was operating through my foster mom came upon my adopted stepdad. And he made it rough on us and treated us like military prisoners instead of children with a purpose. When we got older, he apologized and said that's the only way he knew how, because he was adopted as well. He was scarred as well.
You think you're an artist now?
I love drawing, Daddy.
This don't look anything like us. Me and you both know the sun don't shine around here.
Yes, sir. I won't draw anymore.
And in this house, me and my brothers, we would sit up late at night and overhear Miss Bivens and her blood children begging her to put us back in the system. To put us back in the system. But at this point, we were so numb to everything, man. We didn't really care what happened.